What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sunny Love. So before I start, I just kind of want to show you my hair. You know, I haven't kind of combed it out. It's not extremely in a bad state, but you see my curls aren't really defined. It's a little puffy, frizzy, and even tangled. So I am going to show you once I spray this stuff in my hair, how it turns out. And then I'm going to show you how I make it, and we're going to talk more about it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I am back, and as you can see, let me set this down. All right, so as you can see, I sprayed the aloe vera, whatever you want to call it, in my hair, combed it out. It's a great detangler. As you can see how it defined my curls. I didn't put anything else, no gel on my hair. Of course, just this mix that I am about to show you that I use, and it detangles it. And like I said, it helps to define my curls. Because it's wet, it kind of looks straight in certain areas. But of course, as it starts to dry up, my curls will become more defined, and they'll stay there like that all day and be moisturized without looking frizzy and without feeling hard too. So I am about to now take you and show you exactly how I make this. But before I do, I want to show you the bottle. So I use this spray bottle, and as you can see, you see a little yellowish tint. What that is from is the mix that I'm about to make, but I will describe more to you why I went ahead and used the rest of this in my hair now. And the new batch that I'm about to make, I'll explain to you that it may look yellowish like this, and it may look more so clearish. And I'm gonna just tell you what the difference is in between whether it look yellow or clearish. It's not a big deal, but I will get into that. All right, guys, so this is all we're going to be using today. This is all you will need, just so I can get in a little bit closer. You have the Tropical Owl black castor oil, and then you have the Jamaican mango and lime black castor oil original. I will tell you which one I'm going to use and the difference between those, but this is literally the only thing that we're going to be needing and using, in water, of course. So let's get started. Alrighty, so just in case you want to know the brand, this is Natural Raw 100% aloe vera. I hear people say it different ways, so I don't know, but anyways, aloe vera, whatever. But it's the El Sol brands, and you can find these at any of your grocery stores near where the fruits and vegetables would be at. First thing I'm going to do, I want to kind of cut off so I can get in the inside. I don't want to cut like way up here because then there's going to be some left. So I will just cut off the least amount as you can to get into it. So I took my knife, and as you can see, I cut it off. And you see there's like gel inside. You see the gel inside, that is the natural. Okay. We're gonna get that out. I just wanted to show you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this end of it off. It's very easy to cut as long as you have a good, not even as long as you have a good knife, because this knife is like not one of my best knives, and it still is, you know, pretty easy. So just so you can see, that's the inside of it. And in order to be able to get it out, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I can try to skim it off top, or you could just kind of cut it into pieces. Kind of cut, not the aloe vera, the gel, but you see the outline of it is green. Kind of just cut and skim off that. Like I said, this is actually not hard to cut at all. Like, this literally cuts so easy. All right, so as you can see how this looks on the inside. You can see the gel. I'm going to keep cutting up. It's getting on my hands. This is the raw gel that you want. That's going to be so great of a use to your hair. And this is for any hair texture. It's moisturized. It's a great detangler. And of course, you all know this works for different things. But as you can see now, you can see the gel in it. You can see that all that gel, natural gel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scrape it. I have some people who uses the blender, and they'll put it inside the blender to like blend it to make it not less chunky or whatever. I personally, we're gonna scoop it out and just see how it is. So, and to get it out and get it inside of here, it's gonna be kind of messy. I probably could do this a better way. I'm just scraping it. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it, but see, I just scraped it and you see how it's kind of still there. But being a little lazy. I'm just kind of scraping that right on in there. So as you can see, it's in there. And I'm just gonna kind of keep doing it. Again, people will cut it, put it in the blender, makes it easier. So keep it in the blender, put it in there, and then transfer it. And it is kind of a messy thing. Just FYI. Hopefully you don't mind getting your hands kind of messy. It's like slime, kind of, sort of. But it doesn't feel quite like slime, to where slime is kind of aggravating and it makes you kind of feel like, oh my God, I don't want this all over me. This isn't to that extent. Like, it feels like stuff is all over my hand, but I'm fine with it, if that makes sense. So I scraped most of this off. Okay, so I have a lot in here, but I want to get it all. So I'm kind of going to just go like this and try to get the rest of it to kind of like fall down in there. So whatever way works best for you, as you can see, this is kind of messy, but whatever way works best for you, like I said, people will kind of just cut off big chunks, put it in the blender, and then pour it from the blender. That probably is less like messy, maybe. That's loud, sorry guys. So I have the blender here. If you're wondering how. So what I'm about to do now, I'm just gonna kind of cut the aloe vera into pieces. So as you see, it's like this. I'm gonna put that in there. The only thing is, you wanna be careful not to get the stem. So I'm gonna cut the stem off the green piece in there. It's kind of spiky on the sides, and like I said, you just don't really wanna get that in there. So try to get only the gel, not the stem. So I just kind of cut that out a little bit. All right, I think I have most of it out. So again, I'm just gonna take the gel portion. We'll put it in here, or do I just, for you guys. So I'm supposed to just put it in the bottle. Then you want to cut as much of the gel, get as much of this out of the leaf as possible, because the more, the better for you to be able to use, to not waste. So this may take some time, and the more you get used to it, it'll become quicker, or whatever way works best for you to get it out. But again, taking it, cutting it, and putting it inside of there. I will say, I haven't always used the natural leaf. There is a kind that you can get that says 100% gel that I have used, and that works great for me too. And it's like in a blue and clear bottle, and it says 100% gel on it. I have used that instead of the leaf with everything else I'm about to show you in a little bit, and that worked perfect too. Okay, like I said, this is messy. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It works great for you. My daughter would actually probably enjoy playing with this. Again, this is natural. So what I'm about to do is on my hands, I'm about to rub this right in my hair. Just like, you know, gel, and I already had it in my hair. As you can see, just rub it right in my hair, through my hair. That way, in there, you know, like I said, the curl pattern, you see it helps. You can use it. So it freed my hands up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here, and I am going to put it on puree. I don't really want to beat it. I just kind of want to blend it. So puree it. Oh, that didn't work. Epic fail. Either way it goes, this can kind of be messy. Somebody else try this and let me know if you figured out a less messy way to do it. I would be open to that because it is messy. I think I'm gonna use a spoon to try to get the last little bit out of the leaf. Just make sure that I've gotten all I can, because of course, you know, it's your money. You want to get all you can out of it. As you can see, there is more there. So if I would have pureed or maybe possibly beat it a little bit more in the blender, I could see it becoming, you know, more so easier to put it inside the thing. So again, many of you may opt to want to use the blender. That way you don't have to worry about dealing with all of this messiness. But I think this is probably enough from the plant. All right, put that to the side. This is a plant. People use it for different things. I've always wanted to try it. Just because, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen like the drinks that have this in it. The aloe vera drinks. It doesn't taste good. It's not like a fruit that you would like be like, oh yeah, I could eat that just by itself. It doesn't have a taste at all, so yeah. So again, it has many great uses. Alrighty, so I have as much in here as I'm gonna get in here. Boom. Now, this is the part where I was telling you guys before. Let me wipe this off of my hair. So this is what I was telling you guys before. We have 2 of the black castor oil. So you're using black castor oil. Now, remember when I was saying that it may come out as a yellow tint? It will come out as a yellow tint if you use this one, the Mango and Lime Jamaican Black Castor Oil Original. I noticed when I used this one, it turned the mixed yellow, versus when I used the Tropical Isle 100% natural black castor oil, it was still kind of clearish. It didn't turn it yellow. Personally, I don't know what it was about it. Maybe because it was just clear and not yellow. But I like the Tropical Isle better. But again, they're black castor oil, so it's up to you which one. But I prefer this one. So I'm not going to use that one today. Today I'll be using the Tropical. Well, actually I don't know if I can use the Tropical Isle because, yeah, I kind of pretty much have used it all. But there's still some in here. So let's see how much I can get. So yeah, what you do is you just kind of pour the oil in there. Actually I should have did this step last, but hey, it doesn't make a difference. What you're gonna see me do now is I'm just gonna really quick put some water in here. So I have this much of the aloe vera, whatever. And I'm gonna fill the rest up with water to about here. So I filled it up with water. As you can see, there's about this much space left. This is normally where we would add the castor oil. As you can see, I did add some of the Tropical Isle, and like I said, it still left it. I'm gonna shake this up just so you can see because I didn't shake it up, but it still left it a little clear-ish. And like I said, I don't know what it was. They both work good, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the color or what, but I like the Tropical Isle oil and aloe vera oil mixed better. So as you can see, the black castor oil is inside of there, and it does have like a brownish tint to it, but again, you see it's kind of like in there. I keep shaking it, and eventually it all kind of mixes together and settles when you keep shaking it. But either way it goes, it's kind of more clearish. Now, if I use this one, it turns it yellow, like yellow. I showed you how the thing looked at first. And I already put some in, so I'm not gonna put too much more in. This even actually, if you can see on here, it's yellow. So that's why I said it turns it yellow. It comes out yellow. See, y'all can see that just came out yellow. Yeah, so yeah, it turns the whole thing yellow. I'll show you. I like for it to look a little bit more clearish. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that, of course, it looks a little bit more natural when it's clear, so that's probably why. But as you see, when I use the other one, it turns it yellow. And like I said, once this is all like mixed and settled, it has a lot going on in here. What I am going to do, just to show you guys in case you're wondering, I'm going to go ahead and pour it back into here. And okay, I'm gonna pour it back into there, just so we can see if it does help blend it better, because I know some of you are probably wondering, like, I wonder if it'll blend better. So I am pouring it all in here, and we're gonna blend it and see if I can get it to blend better. I put it on puree the first time, but maybe I do need it. I'm gonna just try them all. We're stirring it. All right, let's see if that helped. Well, it's all bubbly like last time, like it's about to give me a hard time going in. The messiness. All right, so it's bubbling. I'm gonna let it settle down for a minute. As you can see inside of there, how that looks, it's bubbling. We're gonna let it kind of settle down before I try to pour, because I don't want it to overflow again. All right, it's still, I'm blowing the bubbles as if, you know, these are like bubbles outside. So, all right, hopefully this, oh, it's going in. Okay, good. So yes, blending it up did help us out a lot with transferring it. So maybe from the very beginning, if you do put everything in the blender, it will be definitely easier transferring into the bottle. All right, so now we have our mix in our bottle. This is the spray bottle. And guys, this is pretty much it. This is what I use in me and my little ones here to promote hair growth and just to keep our hair moisturized and our curl patterns defined, all right? So I hope that you guys have found this video helpful. As you can see, my hair, my curl patterns, and how slick down it is really great. Until next time.